Well, good evening. Welcome to the quiz. Once again, it's Sunday. It's actually still light outside, which is a good sign that summer's coming. Just wait a moment to see if anybody else is joining. Got my boot.
He was highly struck. He was nervous. He was prone to terrible rages. He was.
But in 1936, their world was turned upside down.
Okay. I've got some questions somewhere. There's some on some paper here, some on some paper here, and there's some on the screen as well. Because what I did is I took some questions that we've used before and recycled them. There should be 46 questions with a possible point score of 51. And what we're going to do, we're going to start with the first 10 questions, which are general knowledge, and then we've got a round on games. Not necessarily computer games, but games. We'll just find out what that noise was. Ouch. Right, we're getting there. Slowly, but we're getting there.
Elizabeth knew that her husband was barely up to the job.
Oh. Okay, we'll get started with question number 1. So, question number 1. What was the playwright William Shakespeare's first name? Of course, I've just read that out totally wrong. Question 31. What was Shakespeare's first name? I'm guessing every single person that's playing is going to get that one correct. Question number 1. What was Shakespeare's first name?
He relies upon her common sense and her determination and strength.
Question number 2. On a standard UK Monopoly board, what is the most expensive location?
19th of October 1940, Elizabeth wrote to Queen Mary about the bond type visits. I do hate these visits so desperately.
Question 2. On a standard UK Monopoly board, which is the most expensive location?
Heroism, a magnificent spirit. You know, this really shows how Elizabeth was moved, how painful it was to go out there and meet people and see their suffering. She couldn't cry with them. She had to smile and be calm.
She is deliberately doing this, pretending that everything.
Question number 3. Who is Queen Elizabeth II's oldest son?
It's no joke that Hitler called her the most dangerous woman.
They do get a little bit harder. Question number 3. Who is Queen Elizabeth II's oldest son?
Elizabeth began to regularly attend meetings that George VI held with his Prime Minister, Winston Churchill. Churchill was a great admirer of Elizabeth, and I really think it's first queen to broadcast to the nation?
Question number 4. Which US state is biggest by population? So which American state has the most people living there?
The Queen continued to reach out to both civilians and troops, clocking up thousands of miles as she toured the country until the end of the war.
Question number 4. Which US state is the largest by population?
Cheer crowds in the centre of London and all across the world. And in Britain, you know, the monarchy are the focus of national patriotism.
Moving on to question number 5. What position did footballer Peter Schmeichel play for Manchester United? Question 35. What position did footballer Peter Schmeichel play for Manchester United? Now the next couple of questions are written down. So question number 6. Which is further west, Plymouth or Glasgow? Which is further west, Plymouth or Glasgow?
Beneath the surface though, there was trouble brewing. Their daughter, Princess Elizabeth, heir to the throne, was in love with Prince Philip from the Greek royal family. Her mother did not approve. Philip may have served in the British Royal Navy during the war, but his 4 sisters had married Germans who had fought for the Nazis.
Elizabeth has quite serious doubts about Prince Philip.
The family were on keen.
Moving on to question number 7. Who played Rodney Trotter in the television series Only Fools and Horses?
The most immediate worry in South Africa, though, was the king's health.
Question 7. Who played Rodney Trotter in the television series Only Fools and Horses?
Bertie, his father tired. The pace has been very hot, and the weather at the Victoria Falls balmy. I do hope we ship home and rest him a little. He has worried so much about affairs at home, and this tour has been really exhausting on top of all that. Here we see the Queen in denial. Her husband
Question number 8.
just tired.
Which city will host the 2028 Olympic Games? It's Paris in 2024, but which city will host the Olympic Games in 2028?
Queen Elizabeth wrote in a letter to her daughter, Princess Elizabeth, and she said, "My darling Lilibet," that was Queen Elizabeth's family name, "Papa and I are so happy in your happiness."
Question number 9. A screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice, and which spirit?
That letter, I think, is very interesting because Queen Elizabeth is not best pleased that her daughter is marrying Prince Philip.
As you can tell, I managed to get into the barbers. We're looking a bit more tidy now. The lockdown look has gone. Question number 9. A screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice, and which spirit?
As you say, we four, that's the name they call themselves as a family, have had wonderful fun and much laughter, even through the darkest times, and I look forward to more fun and laughter.
And finally for this round, Question number 10. What is the largest landlocked country in the world? By size. By area? Size? Area? So question 10. What is the largest landlocked country in the world by size? Area, I guess, yeah. Okay, round 2 is all about games. Not necessarily computer games, but there's a couple mentioned. And we will move straight into question number 11. What is the most popular video game selling over 176 million copies across multiple platforms? Probably a few more since this was written.
In fact, the king, a lifelong smoker, had lung cancer. The information was hidden from the public.
Question number 11. What is the most popular video game selling over 176 million copies across multiple platforms? Question number 12. In which board game do you get married, have children, and retire to a country cottage or millionaire's mansion?
It's an incredibly sad thing.
I'm convinced that both father and daughter knew that this was goodbye. And the king, against all advice, insisted that he would leave her off, because he knew that his days were numbered.
Question 12. In which board game do you get married, have children, and retire to a country cottage or millionaire's mansion? Question number 13. Name the 4 stations in the board game Monopoly. 1 point for each, which will take the actual final total to 54, not 51 like I said. So question 13. Name the 4 stations in the board game Monopoly. 1 point for each.
With the death of King George VI, we have to remember how young they were. The king was 56. The Queen Mother was 51. So she felt
This is, of course, the traditional game of Monopoly. There's several other versions knocking about out there.
Elizabeth had been queen for 15 years, but on the king's death, all of her power and prestige was wiped away.
Question number 14. How many squares are there on a chessboard?
the Queen Mother minded very much being a Queen Mother, and she was jealous of her daughter.
I'll define that a bit. It's the squares that you play on, the black and white squares.
Your daughter is now the queen.
Otherwise you could think, well, the board's 1, those 4, that's 2, and there's 4 in that. But how many squares are there on a chessboard? And those are the black and white squares which you play the game on.
Healthy Elizabeth II, the Queen, and could,
Question number 15.
as a kind of barricade,
What was Sonic the Hedgehog's original name?
because it was then regarded
This one's multiple choice.
as progressive.
You've got a choice between Fast Blue Hedgehog, Mr. Needlemouse, Colin the Hedgehog, and Stephen the Hedgehog. What was Sonic the Hedgehog's original name? Was it Fast Blue Hedgehog, Mr. Needlemouse, Colin the Hedgehog, or Stephen the Hedgehog?
It wasn't long before the Queen Mother found the opportunity to find her way back.
There is a children's book called The Hodgehog, but we want to know the name or the original name of Sonic the Hedgehog. Fast Blue Hedgehog, Mr. Needlemouse, Colin the Hedgehog, or Stephen the Hedgehog? Question number 16. What is the highest grossing arcade game of all time? Which arcade game has made the most money? Question 16. What is the highest grossing arcade game of all time? Question number 17. How many dice are rolled in the game Yahtzee? That's in the first roll because you can save some after then. Question 17. How many dice are rolled in the game Yahtzee? Or Yahtzee? 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 We'll stick with Yahtzee.
In 1954, the widowed Queen Mother went on her first solo foreign tour. Her mission was to make the
Okay, moving on to question number 18. What are the professions of Mario and his brother Luigi in the popular Nintendo game? Question number 18. What are the professions of Mario and his brother Luigi? Question number 19. Does this person wear glasses? Is a typical question in which two-player game. Question 19. Does this person wear glasses? Is a typical question in which two-player game.
Despite the fun, the Queen Mother was not above using this trick to remind her daughter in the letter just how hard she was working.
During her stay in Washington, the Queen Mother was a guest of President Eisenhower at the White House.
This is a letter written by the Queen Mother to Queen Elizabeth II during a visit to the White House. And she says, I find the whole thing unreasonable.
And finally for this round, question number 20. Which game's board depicts a political map of the Earth featuring 6 continents divided into 42 territories? The idea of the game is to conquer the world. So question number 20. Which game's board depicts a political map of the Earth featuring 6 continents divided into 42 territories.
Despite her private complaints, she had shown herself to be a skilled diplomat. The tour was a huge success.
Okay, we're going to move on to a picture round now. This is pretty straightforward. I'm going to send? No, I'm not. I'm going to show you 10 pictures of different animals. All you have to do is decide what animal it is. Okay, we're going to see the animal shortly. There we go. I'll just see if I can straighten this up a bit. There we go. Picture number 1, which is question 21. What animal is that? Oh, hello. I've appeared in the corner as well. There's a little bit of a clue here in the shape of the ears. You can see it's got tusks, a trunk and ears. Obviously it's an elephant, but is it an African elephant or is it an Indian elephant? That's what you have to decide with this one. Obviously it's an elephant, but is it an African elephant or an Indian elephant?
It was Charles's welfare which now put her back at loggerheads with her son-in-law, Philip. The way in which the royal family worked it was that Elizabeth was head of the country.
And moving on to picture number 2, which will be question 22. What animal is that? I believe they are originally from the Andes region, Andes mountain range, mountainous region.
In a letter to her daughter in May 1961, the Queen Mother described Eton as ideal for his character and temperament. He would be terribly.
So picture number 2, question 22, what animal is this here?
Thoughts about this subject, but I've been thinking and worrying about it all, possibly without cause, with a great deal of love from your very loving mummy. The Queen and Elizabeth were furious. They felt that the Queen Mother.
Moving on, picture number 3, which is question 23. What animal is that? It's quite tall, and it is not a chicken.
Charles has a miserable time at Gordonstown. He's very heavily bred. He struggles with the outdoors. He struggles with the routine. Nothing of it.
Quite a beak on it.
During Charles's time at Gordonstown, the Queen Mother is really wonderful. She writes
Picture number 3, question 23. What animal is that?
She really makes an effort to make Gordonstown something that Charles can survive.
She understood him like no other. And this is really important. She really does have a vital role in shaping the future king. But the monarchy was beginning to have an image.
Moving on to picture number 4, question 24. Well, it's elephants again, but are they Indian elephants or African elephants?
The number of people who thought the monarchy had no importance doubled. I mean, this is massive. Really, in 60s Britain, this new world of sexual equality, of full 60s.
I'll quickly go back to the other elephant so you can see if there's a difference. There's a elephant picture 1 and elephant picture 4.
Grandson, Prince Charles was rather an old-fashioned figure, and he's a strange figure compared to his contemporaries. He hasn't moved with the times at all. He rather disagrees with all this long hair and sandals and hot smoking.
Here at Crown Castle, the stage is always set for the moment.
To connect with the public, the monarchy needed to rebrand.
Okay, swiftly moving on to picture number 5. What the heck is that? I'm not talking about this animal that's holding it, that's a human. But what is this animal here? It's not a dinosaur. What kind of animal is that? If I was there, I don't think I would be pestering it by holding its tail.
The investiture ceremony of Prince Charles was a very critical turning point in his life.
Picture 5, question 25. What animal is that?
In shoring up the future of the monarchy, because she was very close to Charles. She took a great deal of time and effort into helping him prepare for the investiture. The Queen Mother.
Moving on to picture number 6, question 26. What animal is this?
Everyone loves you and is proud of you, and I absolutely know that you'll be able to do wonderful things for this country, not only in leadership, but by being your own kind-hearted, loving, intelligent, and funny self.
It's a letter of huge reassurance, and you feel reading it, but it could almost.
Picture 6, question 26. What animal is this? See, this is the, wherever it's gone. There we go. This is the head end. I'm guessing that's its nose, that's its ear, and that's its eye. It has quite a scaly appearance. But what is it? Picture 6, question 26. What animal is that?
It is the next generation of royals settled into their roles. The Queen Mother became sidelined.
Moving on to picture number 7. Picture 7, question 27. What animal is that? I don't think we'll spend too much time looking at that one. So we'll move on to picture number 8. Picture 8, question 28. Well, it's some kind of cephalopod, but what is it? All the others have lived on the land, so I thought I'd put one in that lives in the water. What animal is that? Moving on to picture 9, which is question 29. What animal is that? Got a tail there. Got a young one of itself in a pouch. So that narrows it down to one of a few animals. Picture 9, question 29. What animal is that? And finally, for the picture round, what animal is that?
She was a very generous host. Plenty of good quality drink, excellent food. You know, she didn't skimp when it came to entertainment.
The Queen Mother herself did love to drink, and she was very
You might have to think about the kind of location where it's living. It's not in a grassy field down in the valleys, it's up in the mountains.
Summed up in history as one woman devoted herself so single-mindedly to having a good time.
there was spending, there was excessive partying.
Picture 10, question 30. What animal is that?
Black hole, that big shock of being so useful, so much of service, and then being nothing. As the 1970s began, the Queen Mother's partying habit was out of step with the times.
Economic conditions were very, very harsh during the early 70s, with strikes, with high
Okay, what I'm going to do now is have a little break, 2 minutes maybe. Then we'll go through the answers to the first part, and then we've got a final 2 rounds, one of which is what we call a Marmite round, which people either love or hate. Today it's the return of Homer or Trump. I'll read out 10 statements. All you've got to do is decide whether the person who said them was Donald Trump or Homer Simpson. Sounds straightforward. And then we've got a final 6 music questions to follow after that. So I will be back shortly.
what the lazy
Okay, I'm back and we're going to do some answers. I've also refilled the boot. Seemed like a logical time to do it when we're having a little bit of a break.
So that's always how she thinks to me. It's very hard, I think, to find anyone of my generation.
Boot made its first appearance in March last year when we went into the lockdown. Back in those days, we had over 100 people playing the quiz, but now restrictions are eased and people can have a bit more freedom. We don't have as many. Right, where are we? Okay, question number 1. That was, what was playwright Shakespeare's first name? That was William, which I gave away when I read out the question. Question number 2. On a standard UK Monopoly board, which is the most expensive location? That was Mayfair. Question 3. Who is Queen Elizabeth II's oldest son? That was Prince Charles. Question 4. Which US state is biggest by population? Now that's California. If I was playing, I think I would have gone for New York, but no, it's California. Question 35. 35? Where did I get that from? Question number 5. What position did footballer Peter Schmeichel play for Manchester United? He was the goalkeeper. He was in goal. Okay, if I can find the other questions. The second round was all about games, some computer games and some board games. And question number 11 was, what is the most popular video game selling over 176 million copies across multiple platforms? That was Minecraft. Question number 12. In which board game do you get married, have children and retire to a country cottage or multi-millionaire's mansion? That was the Game of Life. Question 13. Name the 4 stations in the board game Monopoly. 1 point for each. Well, they are Fenchurch Street, Liverpool Street, Marylebone and King's Cross. That's on the traditional London Monopoly. There are many other versions out there. Question 14. How many squares are there on a chessboard? That's 64. Question 15. What was Sonic the Hedgehog's original name? And you had a choice of Fast Blue Hedgehog, Mr. Needlemouse, Colin the Hedgehog, or Stephen the Hedgehog. Well, the answer was Mr. Needlemouse, which was the second option. Question number 16. What is the highest grossing arcade game of all time? I'll give you a clue. It was Pac-Man. And well, when this was written, I think I wrote this one back in May last year, and by then it had taken over $11 billion. Question number 17. How many dice are rolled in the game Yahtzee? It's 5. 5 dice. Question number 18. What are the professions of Mario and his brother Luigi? They are plumbers. Question 19. Does this person wear glasses? Is a typical question from which two-player game? Guess who? I don't mean that as a question. I mean, the name of the game was Guess Who. And question number 20. Did I miss out questions 6 to 10? I'll go back to those in a moment. Question 20. Which game's board depicts a political map of the Earth featuring 6 continents divided into 42 territories? That's the world domination game called Risk. And I missed out questions 6 to 10, so I'll go through those now. Question 6, which is further west, Plymouth or Glasgow? It's Glasgow. Question 7, who played Rodney Trotter in television's Only Fools and Horses? It was Nicholas Lyndhurst. Question 8, which city will host the 2028 Olympic Games? It's Los Angeles. Question 9, a screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice and which spirit? Well, that's vodka. And question number 10, what is the largest landlocked country in the world by size? It's Kazakhstan. Okay, we'll go through the answers to the picture round now, if I can find it. Okay, picture number 1, which was question 21. We know it's an elephant, but is it an African elephant or an Indian elephant? That's an African elephant. Well done if you got that. I guess it was a 50-50. Picture number 2, which was question number 22. That there is an alpaca. Picture 2, question 22, the animal is an alpaca. Apparently their fur is very warm. Picture 3, question 23, this strange looking bird is an emu. E-M-U. Emu or emu? Moving on to picture number 4, question 24. Well, the other elephant was African, so that elephant is Indian. The Indian elephant. Picture 5, question 25. Not the human, but this thing. It's a dragon. It's a Komodo dragon. Apparently they've got a nasty bite, and the bite is full of salmonella and other nasty bugs. Picture number 6, question 26, that animal there with the funny snout and a scale-like appearance, that's a pangolin. I think most people wouldn't have heard of a pangolin before this virus thing came about, because at the beginning they were getting the blame. Picture 6, it's a pangolin. That's P-A-N-G-O-L-I-N. Picture number 7, probably the hardest one. It's a sheep. Picture 8, it's some kind of cephalopod. It is a squid. Picture 8 is a squid. Picture number 9 carries its young in a pouch, so it's some kind of marsupial. That particular one is a wallaby. Apparently there's some loose somewhere in the UK. And finally for this round, picture number 10, which is question 30. That animal is a yak. Y-A-K, yak. I'm not sure if it's in Outer Mongolia, but it could be. But either way, it is a yak. Okay, so we have how many questions left? Let's have a look. We've got 16 questions left, but there is 21 points left in these 16 questions. The next 10 questions is what we call the Marmite round. Some people like it, some people do not like it. Today, what I'm going to do is read out 10 statements. All you have to do is decide who said them. There's a choice of 2 people. One of them is Homer Simpson and the other one is former US President Donald Trump. So, question 31. A gun is not a weapon. It's a tool, like a hammer or a screwdriver, or an alligator. Who said that? Was it Homer Simpson or Donald Trump? A gun is not a weapon. It's a tool, like a hammer or a screwdriver, or an alligator. Who said that? Homer or Trump? Question 32. No, question 30. Yes, question 32. I've got 2 sets of numbers written down beside these. I'm intelligent. Some people would say I'm very, very, very intelligent. Who said that? Homer Simpson or Donald Trump? I'm intelligent. Some people would say I'm very, very, very intelligent. Homer Simpson or Donald Trump? Question 33. Prime Minister Abe, on behalf of the American people, I welcome you to the very famous White House. Who said that? Donald or Homer? Simpson or Trump? Prime Minister Abe, on behalf of the American people, I welcome you to the very famous White House. Simpson or Trump? Question number 34. If he's so smart, how come he's dead? So who said that? Was it former US President Donald Trump or was it Homer Simpson? If he's so smart, how come he's dead? Homer or Trump? Question 35. I never apologise. I'm sorry, but that's the way I am. Was that Homer? Or was it Donald? Simpson or Trump? I never apologise. I'm sorry, but that's the way I am. Homer or Trump? Question 36. I've never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Who said that, Homer or Trump? I've never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Who said that? Was it the former US President Donald Trump, or was it Homer Simpson? Question number 37. It's freezing and snowing in New York. We need global warming. Was that Homer J. Simpson, or was it Donald Trump? Is it Donald J. Trump? I don't know. It's freezing and snowing in New York. We need global warming. Is that a quote from Homer Simpson, or is it a quote from Donald Trump? Question number 38. Stupidity got us into this mess, and stupidity will get us out. Homer or Trump? Stupidity got us into this mess, and stupidity will get us out. Homer or Trump? Question 39. I think if this country gets any kinder or gentler, it's literally going to cease to exist. Homer or Trump? I think if this country gets any kinder or gentler, it's literally going to cease to exist. Who said that? Was it Donald Trump, or was it Homer Simpson? And finally for this round, question number 40, which I'm quite glad of because it's a heck of a lot of talking. The problem in the world today is communication. Too much communication. Who said that? Was it Homer Simpson, or was it Donald Trump? The problem in the world today is communication. Too much communication. Trump or Simpson? Homer or Donald? Okay, that was the end of that round, and our final round tonight, as is usual but not always, is a music round. We have 6 music questions, which are worth 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Okay, question number 41. What does the O stand for in the band name ELO? Question 41. What does the O stand for in the band name ELO? Question number 42. Complete the lyric from the well-known Rihanna hit. We found love in a... Just complete the line. We found love in a... Question number 42. Complete the lyric from the well-known Rihanna hit. We found love in a... And then you complete it, obviously. But you all knew that anyway. You know when you go to the barbers and then for a little bit off afterwards, you keep finding little bits of itchiness? An hour and a half queuing for the barbers. Question number 43. Bjorn Again, that's B-J-O-R-N, Bjorn Again, is a tribute band for which world famous pop group? I'll give you a clue, their name is a palindrome. Question 43. Bjorn Again is a tribute band for which world famous pop group? Question number 44. Will I Am, or William really, Will I Am is best known for performing with which hip-hop group? Question number 44. Will I Am is best known for performing with which hip-hop group? Question number 45. What was the name of the original drummer in the Beatles? That's the one before Ringo Starr. Question 45. What was the name of the original drummer for the Beatles? Okay, question number 46 is the final question for tonight. And it's worth 5 points. What I'm going to do is read out some lyrics, and from those lyrics you need to work out the title of the song, the name of the artist or group who performed the song, the year the song was released, the film which the song comes from, and was the song a UK #1, yes or no? So we need the song title, the artist, the year, the film, and was it UK #1, yes or no? I'm not going to sing it because, well, I can't. I am not a stranger to the dark, hide away they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars, run away they say. No one'll love you as you are. So we need the song title, the artist, the year, the film, and was it a UK #1, yes or no? I am not a stranger to the dark, hide away they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away they say, No one will love you as you are. Probably one of the trickier ones that we've done, actually. So we need the title, the artist, the year it was released, the film which it comes from, and was it a UK #1, yes or no? I am not a stranger to the dark, hide away they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts, I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. It's much easier if you can just play the tune, but because of copyright issues with YouTube, that's not possible, which is why I'm reading it out. Okay, I'm going to have another short break, maybe a minute. You've got time to go for a tiddle if you need to, and then I'll come back with the answers. See you shortly. Okay, we'll just give a moment for people to return from wherever they've gone. And then soon I'll give out the answers. Well, I went to the barber's at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They shut at 3-ish, and I was the last one in because they wouldn't have time to do any more. The barber said that when he arrived for work at 7:30 in the morning, there was 26 people already queued up. He's had one hell of a week. Lots of money for a guest. Okay, we've done the answers to the pictures, so let's have a look. Okay, Trump or Homer? What I did was read out 10 statements. All you had to do was decide who said them. Was it Donald Trump, the former US president, or was it Homer Simpson, the cartoon character? And question 31. A gun is not a weapon, it's a tool like a hammer or a screwdriver or an alligator. Who said that? Was it Donald Trump or was it Homer Simpson? It was Homer Simpson. Number 32. I'm intelligent. Some people would say I'm very, very intelligent. It was Donald Trump who said that. Question number 33. Prime Minister Abe, on behalf of the American people, I welcome you to the very famous White House. That was also the former President of the United States, Donald Trump. Question number 34. If he's so smart, how come he's dead? That's a quote from Homer Simpson. Question 35. I never apologise, I'm sorry, but that's the way I am. Homer Simpson said that. Question 36. I've never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Was it Homer or Trump? It was former US President Donald Trump. Question 37. It's freezing and snowing in New York. We need global warming. Hello.
Hello.
Do you know this one?
What?
It's freezing and snowing in New York. We need global warming.
Oh, Trump, innit?
Yep, that was Trump. Former President of the United States, Donald Trump, actually wanted global warming. Unless he was joking, of course. Somehow I think maybe not. Question number 38. Stupidity got us into this mess and stupidity will get us out. That was Homer. Question 39. I think if this country gets any kinder or gentler, it's literally going to cease to exist. That was Trump. Question 38. The problem in the world today is communication. Too much communication. That was Homer Simpson. And the final round of tonight. Question number 41. What does the O stand for in the band name ELO? Well, they are the Electric Light Orchestra, so the O stands for orchestra. Number 42. Complete the lyric from the well-known Rihanna hit. We found love in a hopeless place. 43. Bjorn Again is a tribute band for which world-famous pop group? Now that's the group with the palindrome as a name, ABBA, A-B-B-A. Question number 44. will.i.am, or William, is best known for performing with which hip-hop group? It's the Black Eyed Peas. Question number 45. What was the name of the original drummer for the Beatles? See how I made the mistake? It's Pete Best. Beatles. One way of remembering it, I suppose. So the name of the original drummer for the Beatles was Pete Best. And finally, question number 46. I read some lyrics and all you had to do was decide from those lyrics the title of the song, the artist, the year the song was released, the film which the song came from, and was it a UK #1, yes or no? I am not a stranger to the dark, hide away, they say. 'Cause we don't want your broken parts, I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. Well, the title of the song is This Is Me. The artist was Keela Settle and the Greatest Showman Ensemble. The year was 2017. And you've probably got it now, but the film was The Greatest Showman. Was it a UK #1, yes or no? No, it wasn't. It only reached #3 in the UK charts. Well, thanks everybody for joining tonight. I'm going to say hello to DJ Cocker in the comments down there. Do I do that to wave? I do that to wave, yeah. And also to Mama and Kieran and Lynn and John and Emma and everybody else who has played tonight. And I'll be back next week. If you want to send in some scores, you can do so in the comments or on the Facebook group, and I'll read them out. I'll just wait a minute because there is about a 20-second delay between me saying this and you hearing it. When we started this back in March last year, there was going on for 100 people each quiz. We're down to a few less than that now. But we're going to keep doing it until the restrictions are lifted. Obviously, there's a couple of pubs have beer gardens open at the moment for a few hours during the day. But we're going to wait for a few more weeks, 30 days I think, until we can go out for a proper pint again. Kieran scored 29, well done. John 42. You lost your bag? It's not in the corner down there, is it? Mama scored 30. Well done. Here's a bonus question. What's the name of this tune? Do, 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 do. It's called A Shave and a Haircut. You didn't know? Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for playing, and we will see you again at the same time next week. Toodaloo.